Hi, I'm Alex Bachrach, publisher of Architectural Record, and I'm here with Amy Hockett from National Gypsum Company, and we're going to talk to them about their systems and their 100th anniversary. Amy is the National Marketing Manager of Architectural Services and Sustainability. How are you doing, Amy?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Great. Well, we'll start right in. National Gypsum marked its 100th anniversary last year. And what did this milestone represent for the company and how it's shaping your perspective moving forward?
Getting to 100 years of a company is a great milestone. And it really gave us an opportunity to reflect on the ways that we are making an impact, the way National Gypsum has made an impact over generations of both design and construction. So we've really been impacting the building environment for a long time. And with that comes a big responsibility. So we're leaning into that. And we're really listening to our customers. So over these 100 years, you can imagine there's been a lot of evolution. And we've evolved and listened to our customers and created solutions for them to help solve their problems. And especially with architects, we have a whole team. This is really showing up well with our team of construction design managers, which is our technical marketing team. So we're working with architects all over the country, listening to them, finding out the things that they need, the solutions that they need, and then we are constantly focusing on kind of three pillars of our company, and that's technical expertise, it's product performance, and it's the people. It's how we support our customers. With buildings becoming more complex, it's very important for that combination of both the technical expertise and the support. So we've got both solutions on the technical side, on the digital side, which I think we're going to touch on some today, as well as the people to support the work that they are doing and help them solve their problems.
That's great. Well, over the last year, you've introduced new digital and AI-driven tools, and how have these introductions supported architects and designers in their daily work?
Well, as an architect, I can tell you that it's super important to have information and to get that information quickly. So that's the emphasis of the tools that we've been developing. We have been developing tools to help get the information, the technical information, anything that can help with their regular workflow. So we're just adding another layer to research and allowing them to come in quickly to the website and be able to access the information, accurate information, so that they can use that information, get it quickly, and then evaluate options, and then go forward with confidence in their decisions, the kinds of things that they're using for either application or making product selections.
Great. So you've focused on simplifying complex specifications, specifically around fire and sound rated assemblies.
Yep.
How have your fire and sound assembly selector delivered value since its launch?
So, as I just mentioned, with the complexity of buildings, and we really need to be leaning into what our customers need, what our architecture customers specifically. So this tool, the Fire and Sound Selector, has become one of the most used tools on our nationalgypsum.com website. And people are using it because it's simplifying a very complex design process. Selecting UL assemblies used to be these huge books that were orange, and people that I'm talking to on this interview will understand what I mean by that, but it's taking that information and making it very simple to get to the information that's necessary from either a code perspective or a requirement of the project. So you filter very easily to get to the UL assembly based on fire rating, or an STC assembly based on the requirements for sound transmission. So when you're using this tool, you very quickly filter, get to the information that you need. You can download the test reports. We make those available to you, and we also take you directly over to the UL Product IQ so that you can download that report that's necessary for your drawings and for the documentation you need on your projects. So from my perspective, that tool has really been a real light bulb moment or a real eye-opener for architects. It's making the availability of getting to that information much more simple.
And I assume the Orange Book is just what everyone wants to get away from.
The Orange Book doesn't exist anymore, so that used to be the way we would find those UL assemblies.
Good for you.
Referencing that.
You know, you've talked about simplifying specification decisions and specifying decisions. How does National Gypsum Intelligence build on that approach?
So National Gypsum Intelligence, what we call NGI, and that's our acronym for it, it is really an opportunity people learn in different ways. And so some people might be researching and they dig really deep, but this is an opportunity for architects to come in and propose a question that they may have either about product might be a very technical question, or it might be a question like, how do I apply this in this field situation? So it's gathering this information together so that people don't have to go out and find it in different places. So we're really just combining that and allowing for the responses that NGI gives is collecting all of that so that people don't have to piece it together one by one or from one place or one resource or another. So that is gathering that body of information based on the requirements that they put in to the system. So NGI is just a very easy way to find product information or technical information, and it's consolidating it into one place. Now what we're not taking away, however, is our people. So think about how you might do research, and there's lots of ways to do research, but we also talk about the tools that we're talking about here, both the fire and sound selector as well as NGI, as being just part of the process. We still have our people. So even with the results that you might receive from our NGI answers, you're still going to have a way to easily connect with a technical resource. So we still have our construction design managers, we still have people to support the work and to help solve the problems that are real world problems happening and things that need to get solved. So we're helping do this problem solving, but we're making that process a lot easier.
That sounds like a great hybrid approach. So you know, the ease is there, but if you feel more comfortable talking to a person, which most people do.
So we allow for all of,
right.
we have multiple ways of accessing the information, accurate information that's easily available and faster. I mean, with the timelines, projects getting more complex, built environment is constantly evolving, and then on top of that, timelines are being shortened, and so as an architect, you're getting your information as quickly as you can, and sometimes that's 2 o'clock in the morning, and so it's content that works around the clock. I mean, we have 24/7 access to the web, and this allows for getting the answers and hopefully being very confident that you're moving forward in the direction that you need to, getting the information so quickly and then making your decisions.
And this is all on nationalgypsum.com, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Beyond tools and technology, you've invested in education through NG Connects. Why does that matter right now?
So the tools are super important, all the digital tools are super important, but I think people want to understand, and architects want to see how all of the products or the applications of products will work in a real world situation. So within the context, making it very relevant. And I think NG Connects, what we're doing is delivering content how people might want to receive it. And so we've got 3 different options. We've got an option if you enjoy reading, we've got blog posts that are very technical and kind of a deeper dive. We've got podcasts, so if you're that's the way you like to access your information. So we've got the podcasts, and those are super popular also. And then likewise, if you like to get your information through like continuing education, we also have a webinar piece of NG Connects. So all 3 of those together, along with the digital tools, really do create a comprehensive way for folks that are coming to get information from us, architects, specifiers, that they can access it and then do deeper dives either within this other content, that's the education content, or if they still need to talk to a person, there's an easy way for them to find the right person to connect with, to dive deeper on the details or the problems that they're trying to solve for their projects.
That's great. For architects and specifiers who want to explore these capabilities further, where should they start? On your website?
Yes, you just mentioned that. So nationalgypsum.com, really we've built this whole digital environment around listening to our customers. So it's built with them in mind. And specifically for the architectural customer, we have a whole section on nationalgypsum.com called Design and Resource Center. So the tools that we just talked about, the digital tools, as well as so much more technical information, it can be found on nationalgypsum.com. And along with nationalgypsum.com, we also have this opportunity for them to connect with us on the technical resources that are also being used day to day in their regular work. We're supporting their work through our technical resources, which you can use with our digital tools also. And then there's an opportunity to connect with us for our email newsletter, so you can stay connected throughout every month and get some more information from us through the email newsletter.
That's great. Thank you so much, Amy. This was a great conversation.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Thanks.
I'm Alex Bachrach. Architectural Record covers the profession of architecture. For all your updates and latest news, visit architecturalrecord.com. and visit nationalgypsum.com for all the information helping you understand how to specify their products in the future.